Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Burly Tactician. It's been a long time since we've had a video. I believe as of this moment, it's close to 3 weeks. As of the time of this video, it's New Year. It's 8 a.m. on the 1st of January 2024. So, Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you guys had a very amazing 2023 and wish you the very best for an amazing 2024 as well. um, as of right now, guys, I'm going to be trying to put up videos once every week at least. I have a few things I need to figure out how, with regard to the editing, with regard to everything else. And yeah, based on that, I'm going to be finalizing on a schedule and what games I'm going to be putting up for. Medieval to Total War is definitely going to be there. Maybe you guys will see Rome to Total War in the coming months. But, anyways, let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Medieval 2 Total War. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be the first person to tell you I have messed with the DSCR underscore strat file. So what that file does essentially is in code in the exact timeline start date and the timeline end date and the turn timelines, right? So I have messed with it to ensure that I have like every turn is like just a season and not a full year. And the reason I've done that is to reflect more closely how in medieval times battles would be planned. They will not be planning them years in advance. They'll be planning it for the next season. They will be turn planning moves for the next season rather. So keeping that in mind, I've decided to go ahead with it. Also, it makes zero sense for every one turn staying for every 2 years, and that resulting in a siege going for years or end. Well, it is true you had sieges that lasted that long. Most sieges took place in a few months, right? Because by that time you would generally run out of food, you would run out of more morale to deal with. So taking everything into consideration, I have made those modifications. Also, I don't want to be restrained in any timeline and be able to do the stuff my way slowly. Let's go with the grand campaign. Okay, so we're gonna go with England, because yeah, it's a very amazing faction to play with. Obviously, you have in the start France, the Holy Roman Empire, Spain, and Venice. These are not the only factions, mind you. As and when you keep on playing and you unlock factions in the grand campaign map, you're going to be unlocking them to play later on when you start them again, right? So that's how it goes. All right, with England, let's start off with England. Having recently wrested control of England from the Saxons, many would expect the conquering Normans to be somewhat spent and weakened. However, the new rulers of England have swiftly replaced and improved the taxation system so as to replenish their coffers in quick time. Most importantly, William the Conqueror came with the support of the Pope as well as a mixed force of well trained infantry, archers, and heavy cavalry. England's new masters have a more modern approach to the art of warfare and the will to utilize the country's rich resources to maximum effect. The English court may now speak French, but the Normans certainly don't consider their new conquest okay, a French territory. This independence in England, plus the proximity of Normandy to other lands the French monarchy considers their own, makes France an immediate and obvious threat to deal with. The ever stubborn Scottish also prevent the King of England from having uncontested control of the British Isles. This is a very historical situation, by the way. Historically speaking, England has always had problems with Scotland and France. Um, their newfound alliance, which exists as of now, it's a very recent phenomena. Happened from World War I. Prior to that, they were really for a long period of time they were embroiled in conflicts, including the 100 Years' War, which is known by all. Okay, continuing, though they presently face trouble on multiple fronts, the English are in a rather promising position. The Scots to the north are isolated from the rest of Europe and should be easy to wear down without a strong ally from the mainland. The French royal forces are more than a match for the armies in Normandy, but they also have enough fronts to deal with right now, and they're unlikely to be able to drive them from the continent anytime soon. Right. So at this point of time, England, the English empire, as you guys can see, is not just in the English Isles. It also has a part in in mainland Europe. So that's going to be beneficial because that means we'll be able to field two armies initially, one in mainland England and the other one in main Europe, and be able to fortify our positions. Right. Okay. So let me not tell me everything. Only vital info. Let's put it easy. Let's put it easy. And I'm putting it in easy because you're going to see quite fast how these things become difficult. Even in easy mode, you have extremely problematic, no battle time limit. Yeah. You have extremely problematic AIs coming in. I want the achievements, which is why I'm still using the this. Otherwise, I would have been using Ultimate AI mod or something like that to give me a much more realistic aspect. But yeah, for the achievements, let's do this. All right, let's start. So we have bowmen, the strength, and cavalry is a weakness. All right.
With the Norman conquest and a crowned king came the dawning of a new era for England. Nobles ordered the construction of mighty castles to fortify the realm. To rule this land is a birthright, but to control it requires the courage and skill few possess. It is a kingdom beset by enemies. The Scots press at its borders, the Vikings to the north, and the French separated by a mere channel of water. All of the country exists in a state of war, as even the common are called upon for duty. In these times of total war, it rests on the shoulders of those who lead to ensure the kingdom does not fall into ruin.
Okay, I'm going to speak once the introduction is complete.
Greetings, my lord. I am your advisor, Lady Gwendolen. I will guide you on managing and expanding the noble kingdom of England. You are currently looking at your capital city, London, on the campaign map. Your goal is to expand your empire through conquest, trade, diplomacy, and religion, to build a faction that is far-reaching and powerful. This scroll shows you what you must do to achieve victory and become the emperor of the known world. Your main challenge is to expand your empire by waging war against other factions and conquering their lands. When you're ready to continue, close this scroll by left-clicking the seal in the bottom right corner. You can view your campaign goals at any time by clicking the highlighted button on the bottom panel of the screen. To expand the Kingdom of England, you should first look to conquer the British Isles. You must also contend with the Scots to the north and the French to the south. The nearby rebel town of York will make an ideal first target. You should start by double-clicking on one of your settlements and recruiting some troops. Once you have built up an army, you can prepare to make your first conquest.
Okay.
This scroll enables you to view the state of diplomatic relations between each faction at a glance. Use this.
Stop. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, guys. It's just irritating. I know all this, so I'll just spend less time doing it. Okay. Let's first use our
To
spy.
spy on other factions.
Let's send the spy over here.
Watching from the shadows, sire.
So you use a spy to have an idea of how many troops are there in a particular settlement, and it also gives you a chance of opening the doors of the
Left-click on the
settlement.
boxes that slide down the left of the screen.
Shut up. Okay, is Vilas spy be successful? Let's see. Oh yes, he was successful. Brilliant work, dude. Brilliant work. Yep, and we got the full. Yep, and we have the full idea of the full army over there, the full garrison over there. So they've got 5 troops, out of which they just have 1 spear militia. They have 2 peasants, and they have 2 archers. Good. Okay, let's see what this guy
My lord.
has. 2 archers, 2 spearmen. I think this has. So how about this, right?
My lord.
I'll take an archer and a
Orders.
spearman and I'll send it to him.
As you wish. Combining forces, sire.
Uh, yeah, I do not manage anything. Just give me. You can't control. By the way, taxation rate you can't control it, and castles you can only control taxation rate in cities, which is why I'm gonna have William of Normandy stay in that city over there. Anyways, let's build something. I think we're gonna need a stable. We're gonna need garrison quarters, bower. I'm gonna need a port. This land clearance. Let them build this. That we'll come back to these guys later. Let's come to London. That's a town. We need to have the high. Let's see if I can increase the time rate to very high tax rate. Yeah, very high tax rate. Okay. Let's have mines, land clearance, market, church, brothel, port. Okay. Let's go here to the castle. Okay. So here we have Robert. So we're gonna build a stable, a drill square, a bower, dirt roads, land clearance, church. Okay, army. Who's here?
My lord. Orders.
Yeah, come back here.
Yes, sire. My lord. Yes.
Okay, you,
Orders.
you,
Sire.
you, you.
Orders. My lord.
Go and join up with this army over here.
Sire, we're combining forces.
Right. See, this is exactly what happens if you do not have spies, by the way. You won't be able to see the garrison here. Now, if you can obviously move in here, move close in, and you attack them, you'll have an idea of the garrison. But the exact composition of the garrison, you need spies for that. So, yeah. So he's a merchant. This is a diplomat. Differences: merchants can give you income. So let's say I put my merchant here.
Journeying onward.
Now he's going to
Opening
use
a
this
new
dye
trade
over
lane,
here.
Burly.
So he's going to sell dyes over here. Meanwhile, my
You
diplomat.
can move your diplomat by right-clicking on it.
So my diplomat is great for making initial meeting up with people. So over here in this game, you don't automatically meet up with other factions. You need to have diplomats close by who will go there, and then or diplomats will initiate the conversation, and then you can have trade agreements or whatever you want. But yeah, they have to be the ones who start this. Okay, so we have 2 rebel settlements here, which we'll take up. Over there in the north, we are attacking this guy. Okay. So yeah, let's not wait any more time and let's just initiate the attack.
You have selected a target outside the green highlighted area. This
I'm
means
aware.
your character cannot reach his target this turn. Provided that an...
Shut up.
Is there,
Anyways,
sire?
yeah. So next turn he's gonna go and lay siege here, right? I think we can do the same with this guy.
To war then, sire.
Yep.
Continuing tomorrow,
Next
sire.
turn they're gonna go and lay siege to the city of Rains over here. Okay.
Princesses can engage in diplomacy with foreign emissaries. Right-click on a character, army, or settlement belonging to another faction to enter negotiations.
Let's send a princess over here.
Yes, Your Highness.
think I can recruit priests here. Can I? Yeah, I can, but the aged limit has been reached. Brilliant. Okay, no worries.
Right-click to move your fleet to any part of the highlighted area. Move the fleet to a coastal square to disembark the passengers. Right-click on an enemy fleet to engage a naval.
I'm thankful to be back ashore. My lord.
So we'll be using now. Princesses have a very good role here. By the way, princesses are great for using in diplomacy. You can essentially woo one of the male generals of a foreign military, and you can get them over to join you. So it's a great way to
Aye,
rob the
sire.
enemy of generals. Generals are a very important
Combining naval
resource.
forces.
So yeah, it's always good when you have princesses and you can do that. So which is why we're not going to get her married unless we find someone, some amazing general which we can take away the result of it. Anyway, so that looks good enough. I think Loris
Yes, my
Biddle
lord.
can go into and talk to the
Approaching
French
that. What is it you would talk to us about, senor?
trade rates. So we're gonna give them trade rates and map information. They have to give us trade rates and map information. Let's make the offer.
Oui, why not? You have a deal.
Thank you.
We are done now.
So if you guys now see, the benefit of this is now whatever they see, we'll see. So now we can see each and every one of the French colonies over here because they see these French colonies. If we do this with the Spaniards, the same thing. Whichever places they have made contact with, whichever areas they have found, whichever factions they have found, you immediately gain access to that whole information the second you have a map information treaty with them, which is why we went into it in the first place. All right. Let's end the turn. Let's wait for the next turn then. Let's go.
This scroll details your performance throughout the term, including military actions, finances, and your empire's progress. You can review this and...
Okay, so we have the 12th most strongest military in the world. We have the 8th most strongest financial empire in the world. We have the 4th most strongest production in the world. We have the 7th largest population in the world. We have the 5th overall. We rank 5th in the world. Okay, no worries. And that is the reason we had the trade agreement with France to prevent them from actually attacking us, because we need to take over Scotland and these isles before we attack France over there. So yeah. Anyways, let's initiate this.
Your will, sire.
Let's attack York.
To battle it is then, sire. Prepare to assault the walls. We lay siege. The siege goes as planned, sire.
In 2 turns they'll surrender, so let's just yeah, I know that I can come in and I can still attack them out, but yeah, I'd rather choose to get these guys to wait, did I stop them from recruiting? Yeah, I stopped them from recruiting. So yeah, I want them to get these guys to surrender, because the thing is, if you do that, then you don't lose troops, and I would rather have not losing troops over anything else. Getting troops back is a big headache, so yeah, that's the reason I'm focusing on this. The
My
same
lord.
thing, I'm gonna lay siege to these guys. We have more than enough troops, so why not? Let's lay siege.
To war then, sire. Yes, sire. Besieging the enemy.
Let's build a battering dam and let's maintain the
Our
siege.
sieging army is at your command, sire.
Yeah, we'll hold for 4 turns. That's fine. We're not attacking them. So yeah, I know this. This is a very counterintuitive strategy, but I'm going to try to be historical here. Historically speaking, armies rarely went into a full-on siege. They always used to try and get them to come break out of the siege, because that's a very economical way of taking down a city. You take down troops very efficiently that way, because once they're out of their walls, it's very quick to fall. The whole thing is very quick to fall. All right, let's move Sicilia
Sire.
to
Post haste, sire. I am ready to approach.
Begone! You are not my liege!
okay. We've got brigands marching about. Not to worry. Looks good. Do I need to move anyone else?
God's servant.
Yeah, let me put the bishop over here in London for now.
In God's
Increase the increase the Christian population over there. Meanwhile, we'll continue to move our troops around. Okay, everyone's in siege right now, so let's end the turn. There's nothing else we can do. I mean, I can use William the Conqueror right over here. I can use him and create an army and do something with that. You know what? Let's do something. I think
my king.
problem though is if I do that, we are going to be having multiple sieges in multiple different areas. Yeah, no, let's start with 2 sieges. Let's not get greedy. Let's start with 2 sieges. We'll allow things to develop as it happens. Let's go. Yep. Okay. This guy from Scotland just arrived. Let's see what he wants to offer us. Okay, this region is a frontier to our enemies, but is undermanned and vulnerable to attack. The council suggests that increase our forces here by at least 4 units. Okay. So by 4 units, right? So 1,
Sire.
2.
My lord.
Let's move both units
By
here.
your command. We'll make camp here, sire.
Okay. The garrison quarters is about to will be completed in 2 turns, so we have another place. So let's make a small chapel. Recruitment. Let's build male knights. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Oh man, shit. Sorry. Let's see. Oh god.
Orders. My lord.
Went ahead and recruited troops. No worries. Let's send them all over here.
Yes.
They can march over there. I really do not know why they decided to recruit these light cavalry, but they've already done it, so there's nothing I can do about it at this stage except just
March to exhaustion, sire.
make them join these
Continuing
troops
later.
over here. They will surrender next turn, so I don't have to worry about this. I should probably just get my.
A fine day to sail.
Yep, let's get the ship here. For now, let's have just 2 ships. That's fine.
My
okay,
lord.
Cecilia, go to Paris, please.
How shall I represent our people? Yes. I am ready to approach.
Okay, Cecilia, do me a favor.
Daughter of the Crown.
Go to this French town
How shall I represent our people?
and marry the selected general.
For England's future. Waiting for morning now, sire.
All right. So now you're going to see Cecilia use her charms to try and win the general. There's a very low percentage chance. I have a feeling she's not going to succeed. But anyways, I have no use for her, so might as well just see and try and see if I can get her wedded off. Yeah, I plan on using a very warlike playthrough. So being efficient with my troops. Uh, let me see if I cancelled it. Yeah, I did. We already recruited a hell lot of troops, which we shouldn't have done. I did not want them to do that, but they still did it, so not that I can do anything about it at this point. All right, let's end the turn.
Your army cannot move any further this turn.
Yeah, thank you. Let's end the turn. Okay, they kicked our spy out. Lol. As if it's gonna help them in any way. Yeah, they're attacking us back. Yes, 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 yes. This is what I wanted. They're gonna attack us back. Good. Good. This is exactly what we needed. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a first battle of the day.
I shall lead our forces into battle, my lord. Units, await my orders.
Okay. They're moving out from where exactly? Okay, that's where they're moving out from. They're coming in from there. Fine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna quickly get these units out here, right? And
Spearman, spearman, spearman. Units, march. Units, march.
and we're gonna get this guy moved all over here.
March. Archers, archers, archers. Units.
You have pressed the special.
Fire.
General's bodyguard. March.
So what these archers are gonna do is as soon as these guys get in range, they will fire, and then I'm switching off.
Archers. Spearmen. Archers.
You have pressed the skirmish mode button for the first time.
Okay, skirmish mode, and then we're gonna be putting them quickly. First thing they're gonna be doing is they're gonna be moving here, right? They're gonna be moving quickly. Second thing that's gonna happen is these guys are gonna engage these guys. These guys are gonna engage these guys, and these guys are gonna engage these guys. Meanwhile, our general's bodyguard is gonna charge over there. All right, let's go. General's bodyguard. Okay, next. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna get these guys, sorry, this guy and this guy, as well as this guy, to reposition, right, over here. Okay, sorry, over here they're gonna reposition, and they're gonna be doing it quickly.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
They will not be firing
You
at
have
will.
pressed the fire at will.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead. We've sent the base cur to hell. The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Continue battle. You guys can stop firing.
You have pressed the cancel order button for the first time. This cancels orders for the selected units and makes them stop where they are. You could just give them a new order,
Shut up.
but using this button is quicker.
Shut up. Come on, come on, come on. Yep. We are not giving it up unless all of them are dead. We are killing every single one of them. Rebels have no place at all.
We await your command. Attack!
Rebels have no place at all in English society. Kill them all. Kill them all. Now, mind you, we just lost 11% of our troops. We would be losing a lot more of them if we were the ones who
victory we have won here today.
initiated the attack. Because so yeah, as I was saying, we would have lost more than just 11% of our troops if we were the ones who initiated the attack, even with this huge parity. Because what would have happened is these guys would have just stuck here, and we would be forced into this narrow streets to attack them. Instead of what they did was, they charged right at us in the open field, which allowed us to maneuver and attack them. Also, archers would have stayed at the back. The spearmen would have initiated in the beginning. They would have had a lot of advantage here. They just gave it up by sallying forward. So that's the reason you do not do that. You try and get them to get out. They lost all of them, and we just lost 40 troops. So yeah, that just to show the immense amount of benefit you get, and that too we'll quickly get these back. They'll just revamp in one turn. That's the amount of troops we lost. All right, let's go.
Glorious victory is ours, sire. As you commanded, sire, these lands are now yours.
We're gonna sack the settlement because this was a rebel settlement, so sack the settlement. Which cardinal dies? Okay, the cardinal from Venice dies. No worries. Male knights have been recruited in.
My lord, by your command.
Let's have another male right regiment just for this, for here. Okay, end of turn report. That's fine. We gained a total of 3,000, and you guys can see we jumped. We are now militarily fourth. The Holy Roman Empire is first. We are militarily fourth. Financially, we dropped to 13th position. Production-wise, we remain stagnant at 6. Population-wise, we're still at 7. Overall, we are still at 5. But yeah, we have jumped in military power. So yeah, that's an achievement on our end. So yeah, we got York. So let's construct land clearance here. Okay, let's have a very high tax rate here to ensure that we are still earning massive troops. We can't recruit anything, but yeah, no worries. We can have cities here, no worries. What's the situation here? Oh, they can still hold out for another 2 turns.
Orders.
Yeah, just go and
Yes,
meet up
sire.
with this guy, please.
Merging armies, my lord.
So what I'm thinking of actually doing now, um, is take William of Normandy and take some of these troops here. Once this objective is complete, take these troops and then take William of Normandy and then go here. And then you remember there was a castle here. Yeah, we can find that castle out and we can take control of it. That's going to help us increase control of the English Isles and more. So in the next video we're going to be checking out the siege. We're going to be trying to get them to surrender. If not, then we're going to be moving ahead and attacking them like we did with these guys. Our objective, obviously, initially is to take down Scotland, and then once we have control over the English Isles, we're going to be moving on and taking control of at least the beachheads. I really want to take control of these positions because based on what I'm seeing, these are all rebel controlled. So I want to take as many beachheads as possible. Gives us way more alternative options over here.
Can you not tell
Let's see.
friend from foe?
Okay, these guys are rebel navy, so we need to take care of that later. That's also something we need to prepare for. So a lot of stuff to happen, a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff to accomplish, and that's going to be happening in the next video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed today's session. It was a blast having you guys with me. Sayonara. Take care. Bye bye.